STEAM. So when we do a STEAM lesson, what do we do with all those things?
Make something out of it. Study. Make them one lesson.
What do we do?
Make it one lesson.
Make it one lesson. All those things, very good, Lucy, are components of the lesson. Thumbs up if you understand what that means. Okay. So yesterday we talked about the fact that there was a problem that we were trying to solve. Okay, thank you, Ashley. Great job. All right, so what were the components that we talked about that are important for this problem? What do you need to have in order to make it to the shelter? Because you're out of food, you're going to run out. What's one thing you need to have?
A compass.
A compass. So one aspect of this problem would be to create a
compass.
How many people know you can make a compass from household materials? Yes, that would be part of a STEAM lesson. We definitely would do that. What's another thing that would be helpful to know if you were doing this in this situation, Violet?
So you could use binoculars.
You could use binoculars, except what's the problem with binoculars, Max?
You couldn't see because of the snow. And I think that you could use a pedometer and measure your stride and see how many steps it would take you to walk a mile.
If we had a pedometer, which some people might have in their home, we could certainly use a pedometer. Eyes up here. But maybe we do, maybe we don't. What if we didn't have a pedometer? What aspect of STEAM would we have to maybe use instead of a pedometer? Yes, sir.
Technology.
What kind of, well, pedometer is technology. She's on the right track. What would we have to use?
Math.
Math. How would we use math to do what Max was talking about with our steps and our strides? Lucy, how would we use it?
We could use like a ruler or a meter stick.
Okay, we could do some measurement and figure out what? What would be our ultimate thing we would want to figure out so we could get to the resource center?
How far?
We know it's a mile. You're on the right track. Not how far, but
Like how far your strides are?
how big your strides are, and he's going on the right track. How big your strides are, and
How many strides it takes to like walk a mile?
how many strides it would take to get there. So you don't, you're in a blinding blizzard, right? So you don't want to walk right by it. Okay, so what's the compass going to tell us again? The compass is going to tell us someone new. What's the compass going to tell us, Renee?
Where northwest is.
Northwest. And the fact that we know how many strides that our steps are going to take us. Anybody know what we're going to do with this that has to do with a compass? Yes, ma'am.
We're going to put triangles on it to make it look like a compass.
And when we put triangles on it, she's right. We're going to put triangles on it.
Label it.
What are we actually doing to the shape? You start to use some math words, what we've been using. What are we actually doing to the shape when we put triangles on it?
Angle.
We're creating angles. What else?
Making it into a fraction.
Ooh, we're dividing it. We're partitioning it with fractions. All right? So the first step is we're going to make it into force. Why are we going to make it into force? What does force have to do with our compass? What does force have to do with our compass? Yes, ma'am.
There are 4 cardinal directions.
There are 4 cardinal directions. Hands up if you know what the cardinal directions are. Let's say them together. Ready? North, south, east, and west. Perfect. So, now, when we go to do our circle and make our cardinal directions, how can we make it so we know that they're absolutely even? Got an idea?
Trace the triangle.
Well, we don't have actually triangles this side. That would be good if we did. What else?
We can measure.
We could measure. Yeah. What else? Anybody?
We can use our ruler.
We could use your ruler.
That was mine.
Okay. How many people? Well, she's got one more idea.
Determine where north is.
We would need to know where north is. Okay, thumbs up if you figured out how to line up the black line and you now have force. Okay. So we now have cardinal directions. I would like you to go ahead and label your paper so that it shows cardinal directions, meaning an N, a W, an E, and an S. You determine where the N is. Okay? Got it? Okay, Max, how did you know how to label your
I was told never eat soggy sausages.
Okay, a lot of people know an acronym or a saying that gets you to that. Yes, ma'am? You're going to take your ruler, and you're going to, well, we could do a couple different things. You could try to line up your paper again diagonally. Look at that. With my black line, and that's going to do what? What are we trying to make?
Cardinal intermediate.
Taj, what are we trying to make? Intermediate. Very good. How many sections will there be? 8 sections. Very good, Ashley.
Am I doing this right?
No, you have to line up the. You did it great.
Let me see.
You have to line up the
Now
black
the
line. How many sections do you have?
8.
Good. Good. All right. How did you do? You got the one. Go back the other way now. Rotate it. We got to get this one. Okay? Like this. All right. Awesome. Nisku, how'd you do?
Is it good?
You got it? Okay. So you have your what directions on there now?
Northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest.
Good. Okay, looking good up here too. How many people kind of get the idea of what we're going to be doing when we make this on our actual art picture? This was our what?
Reference.
Our reference. It was our, what's another word?
Blueprint.
Blueprint, guide, plan. Good.
Smaller triangles.
You want to start with the smaller?
Bigger.
Anybody have a different idea? Which one do you want to start with?
The bigger ones.
The bigger pieces.
The card.
Okay. Oh, we're going to start with what, cheering?
Cardinal directions.
I would start. Which one would you start with? Does anybody have any ideas on that, Ashley?
North and south.
North and south. That would be. What do you think? How's it turning out?
Good. Can we
Good.
start with the intermediate?
Okay, once you have it glued down, we've got some nice examples at this table. Beautiful. Go ahead and line up your intermediate directions. Right now, guess what? You're going to get it done. But I don't want anybody coloring or writing or cutting or gluing right now. Put all your stuff down. If you have to, sit on your hands. So you're not doing those things. Okay? All right. Woo! Nice work. All right, send it out here and I'll see it. Show me your directions. Tell me what you labeled. What is that? Okay. I noticed something over here. Oh. You think you can fix that? Okay.